Hello, Happy New Week. I hope you had a restful weekend. Today we are going to be talking about an interesting topic, and I'll pose a question still. What do your children call their private parts? Join me as I help you, a parent, a guardian, or a caregiver, in starting the sensitive conversation with your child on the topic of personal body safety. My name is Mariana Munyendo, and you're watching Simba-Safe Kenya. So I have plenty of nieces and nephews, and they have started talking. Most of them are between the age of 2 to 5, and they are at the stage where they are aware of body parts. So they can be able to name a hand, a leg, an ear. So it's just a matter of time before they get to the question of what is down there. And most of the time now we start wondering, should we give the proper names or we assign a cute name to private body parts? So I did some research just asking around my friends, and I got some very interesting and some hilarious responses because people have different names of what they used to call these private parts. So some people have names like wee wee, some people have names like pee pee, some people have names like doo doo. Yeah, so what is doo doo? In Swahili, doo doo is an insect. The American Academy of Pediatrics insists that it's very important that a child knows a specific name of a private part. That way, then giving the private parts another name does not make it look like it's bad to pronounce them. Making up names for our private parts gives the idea that something is wrong. And so there's also a second school of thought where most people encourage that there should be the clear description of the name. The child should know, probably if it's a boy, he should know the appropriate name for his private part, and a girl should know the appropriate name for her private part. But in a public setting, they can use what is called euphemisms. Instead of saying the name specifically, for example, penis or vagina, they can be able just to say private parts. We know it is a bit disconcerting. We cringe when we hear our innocent little children saying some things about private parts or saying some names, but it's a very important thing. This conversation needs to start with your child. So what are some of the things that we can look at? Number one, do not ignore questions. When you are asked, Mommy, Daddy, what is this? Start from a conversational point of view. Of course, you might be startled immediately, you might not know what to do, but ignoring these questions makes it even more, makes the children even more curious, and they'd want to find out in another way, or they'll get another name from somewhere and assign it wrongly. Secondly, when our children know the specific names of their private parts, in the instance that there's been some case of sexual abuse, it's easier for a recorded testimony that is very specific to be collected and used as evidence. Thirdly, predators sometimes are put off when children use the practical names, because sometimes people use things like sweets and say, let me give you a sweet and you'll show me your wee wee, and so wee wee is a cute name, and in this instance I'm being offered a sweet, a child can be able to take up on the offer. But when a child sometimes says back to the intended predator and says, you mean you want to touch my vagina? Then the predator can be a bit startled and know that this child is more exposed, and even so they can be able to reveal their ill nature towards them. And finally, it's the final reason, it's just legitimate but a bit funny. We don't want to create confusion. Sometimes we give these private parts names like cookie. So when a child knows this is called cookie, and every time you say cookie, their face lights up, you're confusing your child. I hope this bit of information has been helpful to you, and you can be able to see and explore different ways that you can start having a conversation with your child about their personal safety. Keep watching our YouTube channel. We have very many topics with regard to your child's safety, and follow us on our social media pages. Keep on watching our YouTube channel, and let's get interactive. Remember, safety is as simple as ABC. My name is Mariana Munyendo, and this is Simba-Safe Kenya.